John B. And oh my God, hello. It is 11:54 Central Time, United States of America, St. Louis, Missouri. Hello. Tis the hamster drowning in poon here. I can't swim anymore through all this poon. It's ridiculous. Just thought we'd do a little late night streaming since Brandon Trueblood couldn't get his stream going earlier, and he's going to be back shortly. Mr. Hemi Fourweed is here. Hello, Mr. Hemi. You're still awake? You were up this morning, like what, 4 a.m. or something? My God. He's got stamina. How'd the sighting work out? Hopefully all right. Okay. So I just randomly came across this video here. It's from Stay Slick with Kit. And I thought, what the hell? Brandon, that's not what Richard Gere said. It's Richard Gere to you, Mr. Free breakfast guy. Mr. Hemi Four-Speed says he's baking a cake. I'm certain. Anyway, Brandon, I'm sure you're going to be streaming tomorrow, getting out of West Elbow, Texas, and coming back to God's country.
Yes, it's mainly women. Mm-hmm. Why?
Mainly women. We're going to have to ask Elizabeth Hobson, Queen Elizabeth, who is a Liverpudlian, which kind of English accent this might be.
Yes, it's mainly women.
Mm-hmm. It's mainly women. Like,
why do you think men don't go to these things?
Well, what's the point, really? Why? That's the thing.
Or yeah.
I actually made a reel about this.
Did you?
They're talking about single event or like single, like what, speed dating or some shit. I don't know. I guess I've not done that. Brandon, I've never done speed dating. Hamster, do you want to do a world premiere of a new music? Depends. It depends, Brandon. But I'm your friend, so we could probably work something out.
I made a video about this.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What nightclubs are to men is what single events are to women.
I mean, when's the last time you've been to a nightclub? Think about that. The dances, back in my day, when I was a young man in short pants. Yeah, these big like venues and the fucking DJs playing loud music, smoking everywhere, and all these people getting drunk, getting stupid, trying to get laid. Yeah, I haven't been there for about 40 years. Thank you.
Explain.
I'm just going to say it very plainly.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a guy going to a nightclub.
I mean, literally, what was 40 years ago? 1985? Okay, maybe I went a couple times after that, but that was about the end of it. It's like, nah.
One, you're going to have to pay to go in. Right? Women go in free a lot of the time because the clubs are looking for women because they bring the guys, right? So
That's right. They bars have to have women. If bars don't have women, they die. That's it. So that's why you probably see some of these clubs are all foo-foo, and I mean, God, we have yoga in the back, and I don't know what the hell they're even saying, but if you don't get women to come to your freaking club or your bar, it's over. That's a fact of life.
Clubs invite women because it brings a guy. So one, you're going to have to pay more than a woman to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Two.
Actually, they'd rather not have the guys there. They'd rather have the guys just give them money in lieu of that because, drunk men are a pain in the ass. Let's be honest.
Realistically, to get any kind of attention or, to get any kind of attention or succeed with a girl, you kind of have to be in the top 5% of guys in the club, either in terms of looks, in terms of status, or in terms of money.
Table.
Right? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I don't think I've ever, this is the thing that people say.
Excuse me, sweetheart. An English woman here. What exactly does she mean by, oh, the table? It's like, I guess that's table service. Father Saunders is in the, oh my God. Hey, Saunders, believe it or not, I was thinking about you today. It's like, where the hell Saunders been? I haven't seen him for a while. He must be having a lot of corn fun out there in Nebraska. Good to see you, man. Hope everything is all right. Kevin Killjoy is here. And millions of others. It's a beautiful night. So let's continue with Oh yeah, what are we talking? Oh, table service. Yes.
right? Exactly.
I
And
don't think I've ever. This is the thing that people say. Girls just go up for free drinks on table.
Yeah, here's the thing though, sweetie. And here seems to be the issue. In many places with some of these girls and young men too, but it's like, but I haven't. Okay, well that may be true, but maybe a lot of other people do. But I haven't. The world is not you. The world is a little bit bigger than your little circle of self-love. Okay, but I haven't ever seen anybody get a table service. You're not the only person in the world.
I've ever. This is the thing that people say. Girls just go up for free drinks on tables or look for guys with the tables.
Why wouldn't you? If you were a chick at a club trying to find, somebody with a nice dick and money, of course you would. Why wouldn't you?
I don't even think like that.
yeah,
Even,
that's the thing.
but that doesn't even go into.
What does table service cost? Thousands of dollars. That's what I understand. So, sweetheart, are you fucking brain dead? Someone who has table and table service is paying a lot of fucking money. Money. Now, it might not be they're rich. Maybe they saved up for a few months to. Why would you do that? But okay, all right.
Or look for guys with the tables. I don't even think like that.
Yeah,
Even,
that's the thing.
But that doesn't even go into my head that someone's got a table that they must have like money or whatever.
I get you.
But that's you, isn't it? That's not every freaking woman around the world, babe. Come on now. Now I know these two are having a nice conversation. I believe it's his channel, Slick with Kit. I don't know who she is, but the world is not you. Go on.
But that's definitely a thing for sure.
Yeah.
And 3, 9 times out of 10, the kind of girls who are regulars at nightclubs.
The kind of girls who are regulars at nightclubs. Gentlemen in the chat, what do you think we call those girls who are regulars at nightclubs? Anyone? Penis Ghost is here. Oh my God. I was waiting for you to come here, Penis, with your penis ghost. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, Saunders, you got to come on the stream here one of these days. Maybe even tonight. Are you drinking?
Generally aren't the kind of girls that you're wanting to choose for a wife anyway.
In other words, this man is being gentle and friendly. Let's listen to it again.
Clubs, generally regular. 3, 9 times out of 10, the kind of girls who are regulars at nightclubs, generally aren't the kind of girls that you're wanting to choose for a wife anyway.
They are hoes. They are, bar flies. They're hood rats or whatever. They're whatever. They are 304s. Thank you, Jimbo. Yes, they are 304s. Now, there's some exceptions, right? When you're young, you want to go out and have a little fun. Okay, I get it. We're talking about these chicks who are 27 years old, even 24 years old, still going to the club on the weekends, trying to hit up the guy with the table service. Really? Maybe you have a little fun when you're 18, 19 in college or whatever, but then you want to extend it out until you're what, 37? Well, I don't. You ever see the movie? What was it called? Knocked Up, where the one woman and the knocked up girl, they try to get into a club, and the bouncer guy, fucking hilarious. Like, she pregnant. What the hell? You can get in this club. It's fucking hilarious. Is that what these girls? It's like, oh, I'm 37. Let me into the club. It's like, no, you're old. Right? You can imagine.
Anyway, right? They don't have certain qualities that you're looking for long term.
Like why?
Like virginity and not being a hoe. Yeah.
Well, because like, for example, most guys.
I mean, virginity, okay, that's probably not going to happen, but not being a hoe is pretty easy. If you really want to.
Aren't looking to choose a girl who like is always in the party scene getting
is
drunk
a hoe.
Doing God knows what. Which is what
it's a 304.
What happens at nightclubs. Right?
We all know what happens at nightclubs. At 2:00 in the morning, some horny drunk woman corners the hamster bass player in the bar. And hey, how you doing? I love some of them chords he's playing there, hamster. Let me fuck you right now. Oh, stop it.
So that's not every girl, obviously, because sometimes you go out with your friends. But generally speaking, the kind of girl guys associate a party girl with not like short term, not long term.
Even short term is not even appealing anymore. It's like, And of course, I'm not a young man. Some young guys are going to go, oh, yeah, well, hey, if they're putting it out, why not take it? It's free, isn't it? Nothing is ever free. Nothing is ever free. If it's free, you won't value it. Oh, my God. If you have to earn it, oh, stop with the old man talk. I know. All right, Mr. Kit, go ahead.
Right, and I think I would say girls do the same with like guys. A party boy is short term, not long term.
Yeah, but they can get away with it, and they don't care because they're in their party phase. I mean, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So,
again, and I think Mr. Kit knows this. Stay slick with Kit. Mr. Kit knows this. He's just not saying it. It's very simple. The guys that are out there fucking all these women are not us. It's the top shelf guys. The women out fucking all these top shelf guys are all women. You see the difference? Oh my God. If it's free, you're the commodity. Yeah, yes, exactly. Penis Ghost says, Pliskin loves all the dick. All right. We haven't seen Snake Plissken for a long time. Where the hell's Plissken been? I hope everything's all right with him. Saunders says, clubs, though I had fun, were a complete waste. Oh, absolutely. I remember getting in there, put the clothes on, you're moving, shaking your ass. It doesn't matter. I'm sure, Saunders, you got a little bit of TNA there, but I don't think I ever did. This one chick wanted, I was at Applebee's. I mean, oh yeah, living on the edge there, hamster. Oh my God, stand back, look at the hamster. He's picking up some skank at Applebee's. Like,
that's what nightclubs are to me. What speed dating events are to women is, well, you're probably going to have to pay more than the guys because they always need guys there.
Of course. Or else what's the point? Well, you're going to speed date each other? Well, I mean, hey, if you're lesbian, you want to meet other girls, might work for you.
Right? Because there generally are so few guys there, 9 times out of 10, for you to find a guy to match or to get his attention, you probably have to be like in the top 10, 15% of women there. And the third thing is the kind of guy who frequents a lot of singles events probably isn't the kind of guy that you actually is your top choice.
Well, I was talking to the old man one day, right, a few years ago. He's like, blah, blah, blah. How come you're not married and all this stuff? And I don't know. He goes, why don't you do this internet thing? It's this new thing, right? You can go online and get these women. And I said to him, okay, father, you've been around. You were in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. You were humping everything that had a fucking pulse. Tell me why a woman would be on a internet hookup site. What would be the reason? Why would she need to be there? Because if you're attractive and you got your shit together, you don't need the internet. You see what I'm saying? I think you do. Rusty Sunshine Rivers is here. Oh my God.
Because the kind of guy who's your top choice doesn't need to go to singles events.
Bingo! Bingo! Let's listen to that again. Thank you, Stay Slick with Kit. Let's listen to that again here.
Probably isn't the kind of guy that you actually is your top choice. Because the kind of guy who's your top choice doesn't need to go to singles events.
Now, I'm not sure if this girl looks confused or she's like, never thought of it that way. Let's look at it again. Go ahead.
Choice. Because the kind of guy who's your top choice doesn't need to go to singles events.
I'm not sure what to think of her reaction. It was minimal, but Rusty Rivers knows. I'm down. What the hell is going on up in here? Rusty Rivers says, hey, you don't know the single event. Go down to Dauphin Island. That's where all the fun is. Find your fun at Dolphin Island, Mississippi. Have a good time. Anyway, she doesn't know what quite to say. Let's hear what she says.
But
just look at
The
her
kind
body
of guy
language.
who's your top choice doesn't need to go to singles events.
But they'll be on dating apps.
Maybe. Does a top shelf guy go to a dating app? A top shelf guy, good looking, tall, all the sixes there. What the fuck does he need a dating app for? Oh, it's a slow Tuesday night, isn't it? Yeah, she doesn't quite understand that yet.
Even then, very seldomly. They might go on dating apps, but very seldomly.
And it's only for tonight. It's not a forever thing. It's like, oh yeah. Oh my God, he's so hot. He's so hunky. He looks like a big chunky monkey. I gotta call him. He's gonna swipe. Oh my God, she's telling her girlfriend this, right? Oh my God. Oh, he invited me over to his place. He must really like me. Yeah, he will for one night. And it's probably not even his place. Oh God.
Because there are already environments where, if we're talking about a guy who's successful, confident, 9 out of 10, like, you know, I say this to guys, the kind of girl that you say that you want, she's probably not going to be at the club. She's probably working on her business. She's probably reading a book at home. She's probably training.
Then how do you meet her?
Well, that's a good question. How do you meet her?
Well, it's different. It might be like a members clubs. It might be like running clubs. It might be training sessions somewhere.
It might be anything except the fucking, you know, going to a fucking bar or a dating thing. You know, get involved in a hobby, for God's sake. Join the chess club. Well, there ain't no girls there. Well, there might be. You never know. Join the bike riding club. Buy a motorcycle. You know, whatever. Imagine how much money, if you add it up in your head. Saunders, listen. How much money do you think you spent? You've wasted in your younger years. You were in the Army, I think. You know, back in the clubs, wherever you guys were, and you know, Sergeant Pop, he was up in Washington. They were doing shit up there. How much money do you think you have wasted in the years you used to go to the nightclubs? How much money? And what did you get from it? Oh, well, I got laid. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure you did. Yeah,
You might meet her at a retreat or whatever it is.
I mean, if you really want to kiss, you can. Oh my God!
Other social events than just a bar or
But
club.
again, it means that guy has to have the confidence to approach a girl.
But the guys that you want don't have to. Wait, say that again, Hamster. The men that you desire do not have to approach you. This is a hard concept for these women. Yeah, Saunders says, yeah, lots of money most of the time. No play either. Yeah, I know. Kevin Killjoy says, I bought a new car, paid for it in cash. Well, at least you get a new car. You could buy a used car with cash, but then it comes with all the problems. Oh my God. Billy Ergen. Woman in the video might also be haunted by a penis ghost. Ah, yeah. Alpha widow.
Not necessarily, but yeah. I mean, you might meet her at work. You might end up working with her. So
she's like out of, but the guys you want don't have to approach you. It's that simple. They don't have to go to speed dating events or the fucking club unless they want to. That's the way it is.
For women, like the kind of guy who what I hear, the kind of guy that a lot of women say that they want, this successful, driven, ambitious guy, he's probably not going to be at singles events because he's going to spend that evening working on his business. He's going to spend that evening training. He's going to be reading. He's going to be, you know.
But why are guys so? But there's the stats is that guys are really lonely.
The average guy is really lonely. The average guy under the 90 or 95 percentile of men, you don't even know exists. The men that you want certainly are not lonely. Oh my God. This chick is fucking clueless. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah. So, Hamster, what did you have for lunch? I knew you guys were wondering. I had the pork roast with potatoes, mushrooms. I had some broccoli in there, and I made a little gravy. Oh my God. I swear to God, I must be a woman. I don't know. Well, the former women. Brandon Trueblood says, hamster's never lonely. Oh no. Oh no. And I didn't have soup, and I'm thinking about soup tomorrow, but it's going to be like 80 degrees. It's starting to get humid.
I think more guys struggle for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying that
the guys that you desire are not lonely, sweetheart. Not lonely.
So the reason a lot of guys struggle is because they don't believe they have a chance. So why would they then pay to go to an event? Also, as well, I'm just going to be honest. This is the impression.
It's not just their imagination. That's reality.
When guys think of like a singles event where he knows there's going to be a lot of women, this is what goes through his head.
Okay, let's hear what Kid has to say.
One, probably a lot of those women aren't going to like me. Two, probably a lot of those women are going to be quite entitled because they're probably there like wanting a guy to come in and do something for them. And
save their asses, yes.
And if I'm not in a position where I can do that, and then even just that thought alone. And three, like if he's a kind of guy who has struggled with women, he doesn't want to pay to go into an event where he's just going to be rejected. Because we see all the time, right? Women who go to singles events, when they're like, and we're going from what we see on social media, they're never giving the guys a glowing review.
No, of course not. Oh my God, all these losers. Oh my God, I'm not going to come to these single events again. Where are all the men I want? Not at single events. And they're not lonely.
There was like, there's this guy there and he's a bit of a creature and this guy was a bit stale and this guy couldn't talk to anyone. Like, where are all the great men?
But I think that's specifically like singles events that are just drinks and related. But I think that's specifically like singles events that are just drinks and related.
This chick will never understand what this man is saying. Never. It's never going to sink into her pretty little head. The guys that you want are not going to single events because they don't have to. And the guys that you don't want have figured out what is the fucking point. Why should I waste time and money going to some speed dating event? Why? It's not going to happen. But go ahead, tell us why men suck.
Sure, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is the impression that guys have at singles events. Like, because just generally speaking, like I said, the kind of man that most women express that they want, you're probably not going to find him there.
No, he doesn't have to go there, and she's never going to understand that. Well, what do you mean? But my friend and my cousin found it. Jesus Christ!
You're going to find him at a members club.
Yeah.
You're going to find him at Century. You're going to find.
I mean, the guys that really are attractive to women, you know, the hot guys, whatever, Brad Pitt style, whatever. They don't have to chase after women. The women chase after them. They're like doing their thing, playing golf or flying their airplanes around or on their ship or boat or like, my God, Captain Krusty Rivers down at Dauphin Island. The point that this woman will never understand, she will not accept in her head, is the men that you want don't even have to fucking approach you. They're just there doing their thing, and you'll be attracted to it because these are the men you desire. I mean, my God in heaven, how hard is this? Apparently for girls it is. I don't know.
Soho House. You're going to find him, you're going to find him at a networking event. You're going to find him at a launch event or a press event.
Or it could be the weekend, and you're going to find him with a bunch of his friends working on his fucking classic car rebuild. They're not going to be out wasting money and poisoning their body with alcohol, although, you know, that's fun too. They're on their game. They're on their square, as Replicant Fish says. They're not going to go chasing after you. at a fucking speed dating event. Oh my God, stop it.
But that's the thing. Why it's funny that there's the stigma attached if it's a singles event, whereas that's what people will be going to these networking events or whatever for.
Again, she's never going to understand. So let's just listen to her babble on again.
Launch event or a press event.
Babbling, blah, 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 blah. Doing the women speak there. I'll never understand anything because I'm a chick. No, that's not what I'm saying. But this woman is not going to understand what this man is saying. It's like the men you want are not at these things. So why? Just stop it. Winged Productions is here. Oh my God. Says, I've never seen a singles event. Well, don't even bother. It's a waste of time. Who? 346. Kevin Killjoy, Tom Laundry. Hey, Tom Laundry is here? Oh my God. Brandon Trueblood's going to bed because he's going to delight us. He's going to entertain us. We're going to be thrilled in a few hours when Brandon starts driving his truck and we're going to do a live stream with Brandon. Oh my God, it's great. Who 346 says, I was interested in speed dating. Then I got off. I mean, whatever that means, I like it. Steve Sanchez is here. Is that the Hawk? Nah. This is some English broad who will never understand reality if she.
But that's the thing. Why it's funny that there's the stigma attached if it's a singles event.
Stigma. Okay.
Whereas that's what people will be going to these networking events or whatever for.
Well, because the thing is, okay, shall I tell you what? This might be some business game.
Yes, kid. Yes. Let's hear the game here. Go ahead.
Mm.
Yep.
If you want more men to come to singles events, you need to make the singles event, you need to cater it for men.
Not for women. Right.
Almost all single events that I know cater for women. And that.
Now, if these top shelf guys, you know, I'm not talking to guys making $50 an hour or whatever in this business. The guy's making $50,000 an hour, say, you know, a real big, you know, slinger. He's gonna do what? He's gonna spend an hour going to a singles event when he can make $50,000 not going? Are you kidding? Come on now. Come on.
That's why the guys don't go.
How do you cater for men?
It's a good question.
Yeah, it is a good question.
One, I would say they should go free.
There you go.
Clubs do that, right?
Yeah.
Guys have to pay. Women go free. That's
And she's like, sure.
why the women go,
Yeah.
right? Because they know to go free. And women know they're going to get free drinks because guys are going to buy them drinks.
Of course. Absolutely. Yeah. That is the game. That is the club game.
Right? So first thing I would say, singles
We're
event.
flipping the switch.
So I'm saying, you need to like make it go free. Second thing,
Wait a minute. I have to do something? Look at her be
you're going to get free
uncomfortable
drinks
here.
because guys
Look
are
at
going
this.
to buy them drinks. Right? So first thing I would say, singles
We're
event.
flipping the switch.
So I'm saying,
Look at her. But you mean flipping the switch? You mean I have to actually do something? Yeah, you might.
you need to like make it go free. Second thing I would say is, okay, what do guys like? What do they enjoy? Right? So
We like the company of other men and realistic people who have. Oh my God. Hamster, stop it. Stop it with your thing.
maybe you have.
Football's on.
Could be football. Could be like.
Again, listen.
So maybe you have.
Football's on.
Could be football.
Yeah, football and beer. Okay, that's fine. But the guys that you desire, they're watching football from the VIP lounge. You're getting nowhere near that. You understand?
Could be like maybe you have games.
What kind of games?
Well, you know that pop
Any
the balloon.
games. Anything.
You've seen that pop the balloon like.
Anything. We're having a pool tournament or we're playing chess. Zombro's going to be here. He's a chess master. We're going to kick a football around in the back. I mean, it doesn't matter. But just to come somewhere. But I mean, aside from that, the men that you want are not coming to some goddamn single event. It's not going to happen. You're just going to get hamsters there. It's like, oh my God, he's so fat. And his penis is small. Yeah.
Like series that's like going viral right now, where it's like, you know, girls standing with balloons and a guy comes in,
yes,
and you know,
I've not seen this.
have you not?
No.
You should watch it. If you did that,
Pop
And
the balloon. Okay.
Yeah, pop the balloon. So it's like,
Yes, pop the balloon.
if you had,
Don't tell me you pop the balloon if you fancy someone.
No, it's the opposite. Of course.
That's the
balloon-
only time you do it.
no, you pop the balloon if you don't.
No, that's savage.
Yes, that's why millions of people are watching. Oh my God.
Yeah, but like it's a thing. But
Notice how gently, though, the woman has moved off the subject. You notice that? Let's go again here.
Pop
And
the balloon. Okay.
yeah, pop the balloon. So
Let's go back here. Go ahead.
like series that's like going viral right now,
Mm.
where it's like, you know, girls standing with balloons and a guy comes in and, you
I've not
know,
seen this.
have you not?
No.
You should watch it. If you
Yeah.
did that,
Pop
And
the
it-
balloon. Okay.
yeah, pop the balloon. So it's like, if you had,
Yeah.
Don't tell me you pop the balloon if you fancy someone.
No, you don't. Do you believe that? that she's never seen this? Penis Ghost said, I'd rather have a movie day with the shades drawn and dark as fuck and nap than deal with it. Hamster, Ghost Pill is here. Oh my God. Good to see you, Ghost Pill. You've been ghosting me. Oh my God. Kevin Killjoy says she's a 4. Yeah, she's definitely mid. I mean, you know, I wouldn't turn it down, but you
No,
know.
That's the only time you do it.
no, you pop the balloon if you don't.
No, that's savage.
Yeah, but like it's a thing. But
That's why people watch it. Go ahead.
Can you imagine if just someone
Yes, we can watch it on YouTube. Yes.
just keeps coming over? You got no balloons left.
No, what I mean is, so what I mean is like, for example, so, and they do this for guys and girls. So what I mean is like, let's say there's 5 guys lined up and a girl walks in and the host asks the woman a question, right? Oh, so like, say your age, what you do, where you live, and all of this stuff, right?
Gone.
And then she,
Now, she's sitting there saying, but why don't men come to speed dating events? Did you hear what she just said?
there's 5 guys lined up and a girl walks in and the host asks the woman a question, right? Oh, so like, say your age, what you do, where you live, and all of this stuff, right?
Gone.
And then
She answered the question. That's why men don't go to speed dating events. What's the fucking point?
she'll say, it's kind of like, what's that TV show?
Is it with all the people stood and then
It's
the,
kind have you ever, what's that show?
no likey, no lighty?
No likey, no lighty. It is exactly that. It is exactly that.
Oh my God.
Have that,
Oh my God.
right? But cater it
Yeah, but she's getting wet here,
For guys.
creamy. You can see that.
because you
And
already
have-
know the girls are going to come.
You can see it. Maybe that's his girlfriend. I don't know.
Do you not think like women are worried about their image and everything anyway? Can you just
They don't care. Sweetheart.
imagine all of that?
Okay, but you know, no likey, no lighty.
Yeah.
It's the same
The hit the button and all. Yeah, okay.
thing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. No,
the same show.
Normally,
But what I'm saying is, these are like, but these are fun games where you'll get you're likely to get matches at the end, right?
Yeah,
That's why people
just
go
a
no
lot of
likey.
people crying and wanting to kill them.
We're not crying, but I mean, like,
And again, why should men go to single speed dating events?
what
I
I'm saying
would
is, these are like, but these are fun games where you'll get you're likely to get matches at the end, right?
Yeah,
That's why people
just
go
a
no
lot of
likey.
people crying and wanting to kill them.
We're not crying, but I mean, like, here's the thing: like, when you put yourself out there, like, rejection is part of life.
It's the same fucking thing as a singles event. A speed dating. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, you're not always going
So why would we want to do that? Wait a
to
minute.
get matches at the end, right?
Yeah,
That's why people
just
go
a
no
lot of
likey.
people crying and wanting to kill them.
We're not crying, but I mean,
So why would I want to go through that? Oh, dear God.
like, here's the thing: like, when you put yourself out there, like, rejection is part of life.
Yeah.
Like, you're not always gonna
Mm.
get what we want. Like, you know me, I'm an actor, right?
Mm.
A lot of people look at my career. Yeah, I've been very fortunate and, you know, had success in
Oh, he's an actor. Right? He's a good-looking
my
guy.
career, but
Yeah.
I've had way more no's than yeses. But that's life.
That's life. Everyone, yeah.
Even guys who you look
Except women never hear no. If they were to take their shot and they go up to a guy, you know, like Father Saunders. Here, yeah, that's Father Saunders. I just, I want to penetrate your vagina with my penis. Well, okay. Maybe they would turn that. I don't know. It's probably.
look at and go, wow, every girl wants him. I guarantee you,
He's
he's
had-
been rejected by more girls than not. Guaranteed.
Interesting. Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Absolutely. Again, women don't understand this because women are rarely rejected and they don't shoot their shot. It's only men that have to do this. She's like, oh my God, what do you mean?
So if you're saying that you want to find love and find a relationship and build something, but you're not willing to get rejected, you don't want it enough.
Yeah.
Because guys have to get rejected all the time.
Yes.
Until
that's our life. Yeah.
Very
he
good point.
becomes
Yeah.
that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get your point. No, you don't
Have to
get our
rejected
point. No,
all
you
the
don't.
time.
Yes.
Until
Very
he
good point.
becomes-
Yeah.
But you don't understand that point because you are not ever rejected. If you are, have you seen videos where people reject? Oh my
that
God.
kind of guy.
Yeah.
You just have to do it one night a week.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd say. If you want,
And she's like, when she says, yeah, what she means is, yeah, I don't fucking care.
The
guys,
game. You used to have a game where you've got pie. Just put pie in people's face.
I mean, we could ask Elizabeth, you know, if Hobson ever shows up again. But I'm right. She's like saying, yeah. And what she means is, I don't give a fuck. It's not my problem. It's your problem.
for all of that, or like, you know, if you have a
No understanding, no sympathy, no empathy is impossible because she could never, being a woman, put herself in a man's shoes. It's just not there.
if
It's
you
not
have
going to happen.
you know, if you have a singles event, like that's what I'm saying. Like you need to. This is where because women make 80% of the consumer decisions. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
women make 80% of the consumer decisions. So even if she's with a man and it's his money, she's still deciding what to buy for the house and what.
And then when she says, yeah, I don't care. That's what that means, guys. By the way, the link is in the description if you want to hear the video in its entirety without me bullshitting. I had a comment on my previous video. It says, hey, hamster, you sound drunk and you talk too much. I'm like, yep, yep. You're not wrong.
All this stuff. So we are so used to catering marketing towards women.
Yes.
But for a single event, you need to cater it towards men because
they don't know how to do that. It's impossible because they don't understand that.
that's the demographic that's not going.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to ask yourself.
Again, we can ask Elizabeth, but I think when she says, yeah, she's like, but I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Pretty phenomenal response.
Hold on.
So that's what you need to ask yourself.
That was a pretty phenomenal response.
I'm just telling
But did you understand what he said?
That was
I'm just
really
saying-
good.
I'm just telling
You heard words, but did you understand those words? No.
you how it is. Like if
Yeah.
there was a singles event that was catering it towards men, I would invest.
Yeah. Okay.
would
Noted.
invest in
We'll be doing that on
If anyone's
Eventful.
doing that, hit me up.
Eventful, we are.
No.
We
She's
actually
gonna
are.
start doing it.
We're doing singles events.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, we'll have a chat.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, it's not going to happen though.
have a chat after. Okay, kind of a bit of a
Yes.
again, my whole thing is making dating enjoyable, and it's interesting to say that we've gone through. Even to make it enjoyable, you have to accept rejection.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we understand the rejection part. Yes. Making dating enjoyable. Here we go.
Which is fair.
Is it? Okay. All right.
Rejection, going in for the right reasons, reading people. This is some of the stuff we've covered.
Yep.
Last thing is like on the point of knowing if someone likes you. What is your view on playing games?
What do you mean?
Playing games, as in, like, say you like someone.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you think in dating you should be doing this whole playing games, waiting X response of time? Do you think there is an element of you should play games to find the right person?
Well, I'm going to preempt it and say yes, because that's modern women. You have to play some kind of game. You have to put an act on. You have to be the thing or whatever, right? And then once you get to know the woman, yeah, okay. But initially, yes, you have to be the dancing monkey. Let's see what Kit has to say.
Like, do you believe like this whole chase thing?
No. So I don't believe in playing
All right.
games.
Mm-hmm.
What I believe is reciprocating and looking for reciprocation. So, for example, let's say you and I are at the end of a bridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle is a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, when you're dating someone, I take one step forward, you take one step forward. If I take 2 steps forward, you take 2 steps forward.
That's what girls do, though. That's what they say.
No, it's not what they do. Absolutely not what they do.
If I take 2 steps forward, you take 2 steps forward.
He takes a step forward, you take a step backward. She's got it all fucking packed.
That's what girls do, though. That's what
No.
they say. Women do is
But they do.
that women will wait for the man to take the lead,
Okay.
and they're typically speaking, they're then showing affection or whatever will be based off of then if they've received that from the guy, they'll give back that much.
So what?
Again, that was all. What did she say? She said absolutely nothing. She said words. What does this mean?
Do though? That's what they say. Women do is that women will wait for the man to take the lead, and they're typically speaking, they're then
man to take the lead. In other words, pay for all the dates and make all the dates and do all the work for you. Why would I do that? If I'm a man, I'm not talking about me. Hamster would probably do that. It's like, hey, baby. But the guys that you really desire, they're not going to do any of that shit. Why is that, Hamster? Because they don't have to. They're desired by 90% of women. They can get a chick any time of the day or night. So they're not going to put a bridge and fucking flowers and, you know, with the roses and the petals and the bath. Fuck that. They don't have to do that.
The lead. And they're typically speaking, they're then showing affection or whatever will be based off of that.
Or whatever.
And if they've received that from the guy, they'll give back that much.
So what I would say is this.
Yes.
I understand that, but let's say a guy takes you out, he pays for the day and everything, all of this stuff, and let's say you don't kiss him on the first date. How have you reciprocated the investment that he's made?
Well, of course she hasn't. But I was there. My company is worth something, isn't it? Well, maybe. She doesn't even know what to say. Look at this.
You don't kiss him on the first date. How have you reciprocated the investment that he's made?
Yes.
As in, so are you saying that because the girl's not going out and paying, then taking them out on a date?
He didn't say anything like that. He said, the guy is interested in you. He takes you out on a date, and you don't kiss him at the end of the night. What is your investment? Girl never thought of that, has she? Ghost pill, SOAP, soap, psych soap, whatever. I don't want to. Oh my God. Keep the party going. Thank you, psych soap. Good to see you. All right, let's see here. She can come up with an answer for this one. So the guy takes you out on the date. You don't even offer any interest in the form of a kiss or something. What now, brown cow? What are we doing here?
As in, so are you saying that because the girl's not going out and paying, then taking them out on a date?
That's not what he said. He didn't say that. Listen carefully to what he said.
I understand that, but let's say a guy takes you out, he pays for the day and everything, all of this stuff, and let's say you don't kiss him on the first date. How have you reciprocated the investment that he's made?
I guess he did say he paid for the date. Okay, sorry.
As in, so are you saying that because the girl's not going out and paying, then taking them out on a date?
I'm just asking you, how have you, in that scenario, have you reciprocated the effort that he's made?
No.
I guess it's in different ways, though. So,
is it in different ways?
Have you reciprocated the effort that he's made?
I guess it's in different ways, though. So, like you said, like I guess the whole thing of like feminine energy, masculine energy, that's kind of the role society, previously, and I guess still now, the expectation of men. Then for women, it would be maybe thoughtful, sweet gestures.
Thoughtful, sweet gestures. Got it.
So is she going to do a sweet gesture after that first date?
I think so, yeah. I think if you
I
like
think most women do. Though. Is she going to do a sweet gesture after that first date?
I think so, yeah. I think if you
I
like
think most women do, though.
Most women do not do that because they have a bunch of dudes.
I think if you really enjoyed a date, if I really enjoyed a date, that's what I typically do.
Again, you're talking about you. What about in general?
What kind of sweet gesture do you do?
So, for
Let's see here.
example, when I
Blowjob? Yes. It's a little early. I won't kiss you, but I'll give you a blowjob. K-Plan is here. Oh my God, hello. Good to see you. Big Tal Phoenix is in the building, also Wing It. And the penis ghost is still not here because he's a ghost. All right, let's hear what she has to say.
I was dating in Bali, like little things. So we were talking about how there was loads of like mosquitoes or whatever. So then on the next day, I had bought him like a mosquito spray thing or whatever. So then on the next day, I had bought him like a mosquito spray thing.
Okay, well, okay, yeah, that's kind of cute. Okay,
that was all blue. So I was like, oh, because of that.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, so it's just like
That's
little
great.
things to show that that's kind of like your own little inside jokes or whatever. So women will do that, and then if a guy does something else,
Sure.
yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, here's the bottom line, and not all about debauchery, but if at the end of the date, if she isn't ripping your clothes off and sucking your cock, she is not interested in you. Thus it is said. Thus it is true.
most women don't do that. Not after the first date. Not after the first date.
Okay, so you feel like men are investing more date-wise than women do?
Uh-huh. Yes.
In the beginning, 100% men do.
Yeah.
100%. So this is why I was saying, okay, so after a date, I would say as a woman, you should message him, be like, hey,
Had a
thanks
really
for
good
tonight.
date.
I had a really nice time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. In other words, whatever. I don't care.
You're showing genuine interest, right? Looking forward to seeing you.
I think it just comes down to kindness as well.
Message him, be like, hey,
Had a
thanks
really
for
good
tonight.
date.
I had a really nice time.
Yeah.
But you didn't because you don't care. Because you got 9 other guys that are willing to take you to the next restaurant that you'd like on your list.
Right? You're showing genuine interest, right?
But they don't show genuine interest because they're not genuinely interested. It's pretty simple.
Right? Looking forward to seeing you.
I think it just comes down to kindness as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Kindness, yeah. But I guess what I'm saying is, and part of how women show,
She didn't answer the question, though, did she? No.
showing genuine interest, right? Looking forward to seeing you.
I think it just comes down to kindness as well.
Mm-hmm. You could be kind to someone and not be interested in them, though, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Kindness, yeah. But I guess what I'm saying is, and part of how women show, reciprocates is maybe affection. So when you go on the next date, maybe you're a bit more tactile with him. Maybe you flirt with him a bit more. Maybe you kiss him at the end of the first date, right? That's ways you're reciprocating interest. Because as guys, the masculine, sure, we make the initial investment, but guys are looking for that reciprocation. And it doesn't have to be in the same way.
We're looking to get laid. Let's be honest. Come on.
So it doesn't mean like, okay, now you pay for next.
We want a blowjob. That's what we want.
Date, though, you might, right? But this is what I'm saying. So this isn't about, back to your question about game playing. It's not about playing games, but I think looking for reciprocation from the other person. So it's not about you don't invest in someone based on how much you like them. You invest in them based on how much they invest in you. Right? So I said about the bridge. So if, for example, I take 1 step, you take 1 step, I take 2, you take 2. If you take 2 steps and I don't take a step, you don't move. No matter how much you like the guy. Right? Because you've already made you've taken those 2 steps.
Fallen off the bridge.
Fallen off the bridge. But
grabs the analogy and makes come on.
You made those 2 steps, right? And so you're waiting for that reciprocation.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the only element that could be perceived as game playing, but it's not game playing. It's just, are you both taking steps together? And if somebody stops taking a step towards the relationship, and this is what happens, right? Especially if a girl has really begun to like a guy. she'll start to take more steps because she's
yeah.
like, I want to get to the middle. I want to get to the relationship.
Mm,
But he's not even taking a step, and you've taken 5
15,
more.
yeah. I don't know why I picked 15.
15,
15
15,
steps.
5, 15,
Yeah, you'll do anything for the top shelf guy. Yeah, we understand.
whatever it is, right? So
It's
that's what I would
interesting.
say. So I don't believe in necessarily
Now she's playing with her hair.
5, 50, whatever it is, right?
She's thinking about Chad, bro, that she can never have again.
So
It's
that's what I would
interesting.
say. So
Oh my God, I played with my hair. And
I don't
everything.
believe in necessarily game playing. I think
Mm.
you know, like I don't know, like playing hard to get. I think that's short-term solution, not long-term.
Yeah.
Because when a girl plays hard to get, what a guy's actually ends up chasing is not you, it's your validation. So if you're like, okay, I'm not gonna give him any compliments, I'm not gonna flirt with him, all of this stuff, I'm just gonna let him work for everything. And it's like, well, one, the good quality guy who's
I mean, look at it. He has nice eyelashes. Have you noticed? And they don't arrest you. Thumper, the sweaty fat guy in northern Michigan, where it's still snowing. Good to see you, man. Long time.
who's looking for reciprocation, he's just gonna think you don't like him, so he's gonna leave. And then the guys who don't leave, they're just chasing your validation.
Mm.
So then what do you think happens when he gets your validation?
Yeah.
He's gonna start
guys.
making an effort.
Yeah, I don't care. See,
So then what do you think happens when he gets your validation?
Yeah.
He's gonna start
guys.
making an effort. He's gonna
Yeah.
leave. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Super interesting.
Does that answer your question?
super interesting.
Yeah, it does. And I just feel like
How do you feel?
I feel like people just need to be nicer in dating.
You mean men should be nicer in dating, not women, which was his point.
Like go in with
Yes.
just like going into just like
Mm-hmm.
just see someone else as a nice person. I think it's just hard, especially like with dating apps, just constant swiping and stuff.
Again, you're off the point here. Sweetie. People should be nicer in dating. Men should be nicer in dating. The men I want are not nice to me. Okay.
See someone else as a nice person.
Sorry about that, but hey, you're chasing Chad. You're chasing Chad. All right. Should we do one more? Nightclub bouncer dating advice. You won't believe number 3. What the hell? Let's try that one.
Today, I'm going to be sharing the 3 things that I learned from a former nightclub bouncer. That's right. Nightclub bouncer sharing his 3 tips on the things to look out.
Yeah, it's starting to get humid up here, Stone Reaper. It's nice though. It's very pleasant tonight. It's humidity's low. It's about 65 degrees. It's very nice. I'm just breathing in the air. It's just the slight breeze. You know what I mean? Slight breeze, and the birds are out there or whatever. It's nice. It's good. Stone Reaper, they're always blamed for anything. They're all they do is everything they do. Yeah, yes, you're right. You're right. Thumper, put your girl on the car. Number 1 for fun. Oh my God, look who everybody is here tonight. Holy shit.
About women. And number 3 kind of took me by surprise a little bit, and that's why I wanted to do this video. And look, just because you're an older guy, you're not at home watching movies all the time.
Well,
I know you're going out, and specifically if you go out to nightclubs, you need to be aware.
Yeah, shortly I'm going to be just watching Golden Girls. Okay. Let's find a drunk chick. Man refused to leave airport. Let's see here. And it stopped. Police rescue child from disturbed mother. Oh, God. Stay slick with Kit. Oh, another slick with Kit. Let's do that one.
But I want to ask you something that's something we touched on before. You know how you said about as you've gotten older, you've realized certain things that you want now that you didn't know before. You know, certain things have changed for you. Obviously, I'm 31, and you say you're older than me, so we know you're older than 30, right?
Yeah.
Look at them
Obviously,
choppers.
I'm 31, and you say you're older than me, so we know you're older than 30, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to get my choppers on here. So, oh my God.
Would you say
Oh no.
that there has been, and the reason I'm asking this is because I'm hearing this more and more and seeing this more and more.
Yeah.
Would you say that there's kind of a drastic shift in how a woman approaches men and dating, kind of around the 29, 30 age?
I mean, when she was a young woman, oh yeah, oh yeah, I'd let her have my. That one was rough, 40 miles of dirt road in Arizona. Yeah, 20 years ago though, she was probably pretty fucking hot. I'm just getting that impression.
I feel that age is still a bit in between the I want the perfect guy, I want it to be like this, that, and the other. But I feel
I think she might be a Liverpudlian,
when you start getting a little bit older, you're not
maybe Scottish. I don't know.
looking for that perfect guy. You just look for the right guy. That's
Kind of like
a
the
little bit
accent.
older, you're not looking for that perfect guy. You just look for the right guy. That's for you, whatever you want. So some people are looking for the high value man, which is supposed to be 6 foot, 6 figures, the six
Maybe German. She may be in Deutschland. I don't know.
6 me. I don't know.
Hard to say.
I lost
Yeah.
the track of all
The
these
devil's
things.
Yes, because that's what you want. Go ahead.
number. Oh my gosh.
It's like, but you see, it must be a reason for it. They
Yeah.
have to be told, they have to have money, have to have this. And I just think that
Yes. Yes.
is so hypocritical because most of
Mm.
these women do not understand what to value, because
What happened to you then? Another epiphany. Yes, that's what it's called. When woman shares her epiphany. Yeah.
is that really to be able to have a family and be able to have that family looked after, or is that for them, or is it more transactional? Is it that they're looking for a lifestyle? Is it that they're looking for a life story? They're looking for a love story, like Esther
Looking for a
Perel
fairy tale,
says.
maybe.
Yeah, like there is so many things that you
I mean, can you imagine, if you would, all the love stories and songs and all the men that this chick has been through? It's like a history lesson. Holy Jesus Christ. Oaken's, but she's looking weathered. Well, yeah, she's an older girl. Yeah. Back in the day, though, now she's understanding. It's like, oh yeah, well that was fun, but now is it Nicole Kidman? I don't think it's Nicole Kidman. I don't know who this is.
you've got in there. Like I've got one of my clients, she's 27, the other one's 26. And
Yeah.
when I listen to them, I just think to myself, you guys are dating for disasters because you want the perfect thing. You guys are dating for disasters because you want the perfect thing.
She said, two of her clients, apparently she must be a dating coach or something, 26 and 27. You're looking for the perfect thing. Yes. Just like you did. Just like you did, sweetie.
She's 27, the other one's 26. And when I listen to them, I just think to myself, you guys are dating for disasters because you want the perfect thing. But are you perfect?
That's a good
Why-
question.
But you weren't saying that back when you were 25, were you? Nope.
Why are you offering to these men that you want all them qualities to have,
Mhm.
and what do you have for them to be able to want to choose you?
What did they say?
No, but the men has to be like this because the men. I'm like,
Yeah, but when you were their age, you thought the same way, though. That's why you're still single. Again, when she was 25, 20 years ago, she's probably hot as fuck. Did she go for the marriage and the kids and the good husband, the good man? No, she did not. Because here she is.
so that's your ideology. So you know that's an idea for disaster. It's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
Unless some guy just gets mesmerized by you, and that doesn't really happen that much anymore because there's too many options.
It didn't happen to you. Yes, that's right. Or it did, and you just tossed that guy to the side. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. I mean, guy,
There's too many women
I have to find myself.
out there. So it doesn't
Hold on.
really happen that much anymore because there's too many options. And there's too many women out there.
Okay, so she's sort of on the right track here. She's right. For the top shelf men, the men that we're not, or else we wouldn't be we wouldn't be here at 12:30 in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm just kidding. I love you guys and God bless. But you know what I'm saying? For the top shelf men that she really wants, and apparently all the young women want, yeah,
So it's
they have lots of options.
the ideology that a lot of women have is creating the problem on the dating scene. And that's just my opinion for what I'm saying.
She might be Greek. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this one out here. Maybe Greek.
Oh, yeah, and I think, you know, for the honesty, you know, and I think
Don't hate me, girls, but I think sometimes we have to bring down a little bit those expectations and the ideology of men has to be like this and do this and feel like this and act like this. And I'm like, who are you to say that has to be that way?
But you did the same thing, though. Girlfriend, you're saying the right words, but you did the same thing when you were 25. That's the problem. How do you fix this one? I don't know.
That's what you want. Okay, maybe you'll be single for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Those
true.
Expectations are up.
When you're 25, are you thinking about the rest of your life? Probably not. We're thinking about now. We're young. All that.
To the sky to the max, and the world is change.
Yeah, I guess my question would be, because you mentioned about the 29-30 age, and about, you said it's like a transition from looking for the perfect guy to then looking for the right guy, right? Who isn't perfect, but he's right.
Yes.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
why do you think that? What is that transition about? Like, what makes her go, oh, I need to stop looking for the perfect guy. I need to start looking for, you know, a right guy for me, right? Like,
because the attention is running out. All the attention she had at 25, when she's 32, I can't get Chad anymore. He don't want me, but I want Chad. I mean, this is obvious. This one's easy. Go ahead.
What is that transition about?
So there's something that I've heard a few years ago. Mr. Tony Gaskins, the coach, he said women should be working on the 3 B's: the brain, the body, the brain, the brand, and the body. Okay,
I like that.
It's beautiful. I love when he said that.
Yeah.
And there was something that when he said that, I thought to myself, this is so real. If women did this, they wouldn't.
Is she Italian? I mean, I still haven't guessed here. She might be Italian. I'm not sure. Dr. Ginger Hamster just saw Loretta Swit. Really? Loretta Swit died? She was Hooters or whatever in MASH back in the early 70s. Wow. That's, well, horrible. Ghost Pill. I left Colorado. Shithole. All right. Maybe I'll go back. Margaret Houlihan. She was 87. Hot Lips Houlihan. Made it to 87. Good for her. I hope everything was good, you know, right? Like, just got up, didn't get up in the morning, and it's over. That's amazing. Hot Lips Houlihan. Think about that. Holy shit. Wow. Thumper says, here in the north, I hope summer shows up on a weekend this year. Well, maybe. Who 346 says, you forgot every time I drove down I-70, miles of construction. Yeah. It's the construction time of the year. All right, Stone Reaper. Have a good night. Hot Lips Houlihan. 87. Jesus God. That's amazing. Good for her.
And be looking for the 100%. They will just bring the bracket down, which is what we were talking about. 80%, 75% of men will take the 80-20. More men.
Okay. I don't care. Now we got to look up Hot Lips Houlihan. Lips Houlihan. Dead at 87. Boy, she didn't age well, though. Oh, damn. But again, when you get to 87, what are you going to do? Right? Let's look at this KHOU Houston.
Not just a chicken sandwich, the chicken sandwich. Only at Lee's, famous for a reason.
We have some sad news in the entertainment.
I mean, MASH was a great freaking program. Even with Alan Alda was fucking funny as hell. Even though he's kind of a whatever. But that was a good show. I liked it. It was great in the 70s. It was wonderful.
World. One of the stars from the pioneering hit TV show MASH has died.
Loretta Swit, who played Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan, was 87 years old. Swit won 2 Emmy Awards.
Oh, yeah. There's Alan Alda and there's the other guy, right?
And was nominated 10 times for nearly every year the show was on the air. She, along with Alan Alda, were the longest-serving cast members on the show. The final episode of MASH in 1983 was watched by 103.
1983? No shit. I had no idea.
The show was on the air. She, along with Alan Alda, were the longest-serving cast members on the show. The final episode of MASH in 1983.
Yeah, she's a good-looking girl. Yeah, no question.
1983 was watched by 103 million Americans. Swit's publicist says she died Friday at her home in New York City, likely from natural causes.
Those are Super Bowl-like numbers. What a show that was.
Yeah, that was a great TV show. Let's see if they have a little highlight thing here somewhere. Loretta Swit. Damn.
Saying goodbye to a legend, Loretta Swit, our unforgettable Hot Lips from MASH. Loretta Swit, known for her iconic role as Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan on MASH, passed away at 87. From 1972 to 1983, she captured our hearts.
That's crazy. That was it ran for 11 years. I didn't know that. I just remember as a kid, watching MASH, I can't even say it anymore, can we? Something is painless, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay.
Transforming Hot Lips from a stern army nurse into a symbol of compassion and strength. Swit's portrayal earned her 2 Emmy Awards and
wasn't she banging ferret face though in the yes, she was.
10 nominations. Born Loretta Jane Swed, she defied expectations, training at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts and landing roles in Gunsmoke, Mission Impossible, and Hawaii Five-0. Beyond MASH, she starred in the pilot for Cagney and Lacey, and wowed audiences in plays like Same Time Next Year and her one-woman shows. Off-screen, Swit was a passionate animal activist and a proud vegan. Her advocacy inspired many. Loretta Swit may have left us, but her legacy of strength, compassion, and advocacy lives on. Thank you, Loretta, for...
I mean, hell, she had a great career, great life, sounds like. That's Celine Dion. Wow.
Loretta Swit, born November 4th, 1937, is an American actress best known for her iconic role as Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan on the TV series MASH. In 1973, she won 2 Emmy Awards for the role. Born in New Jersey, she trained in acting and began her career on stage before moving to television. Beyond acting, she's an animal rights activist and author. Loretta Swit, born November...
Yeah, that's the song in the background. Suicide is Painless. That's the theme from MASH.
November 4th, 1937, is an American actress best known for her iconic role as Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan on the TV series MASH. In 1973, she won 2 Emmy Awards for the role. Born in New Jersey, she trained in acting and began her career on stage before moving to television. Beyond acting, she's an animal rights activist and author. Loretta Swit.
I mean, God bless her, We all got to go. Yeah, Klinger. There was that place in Toledo where they had that sausage sandwich. Remember that? He was trying to get the Section 8, I guess, the crazy thing. And he dressed up in women's clothing and all that stuff. That was a great show. That was really fun. Yeah, who was the guy who dressed in drag? Klinger. That was I guess he was, I don't know, Lebanese or something. And he was from Toledo, Ohio. Yeah, great stuff. All right, guys. Well, rest in peace there, Loretta Swit. Hot Lips Houlihan. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night and God bless. Take care.